One down and 1, 2 to go. She's next. Well, we got a little bit muddy, but there ain't no damage. Every one of them dudes was great. Look at this damn hole I was in, y'all. That's how far they drug me out. Heading home. So let me tell y'all about this whole ordeal, me being stuck. So I get stuck. Long story short, I'm coming over a hill, going like 2 miles an hour, legitimately. And I just start sliding. I said, well, where I land's where I land. I ain't going fast enough to kill nothing, so let's just brace for impact. So my ass tries to drive out of it because I'm right beside this bank. And so I just like close my mirror in and we start driving down through the ditch. And I'm thinking I'm going to get out of this sumbitch. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, because it comes in a curve. If I could just drive straight up on the curve, I'll be golden. So my ass takes this ditch line about 50 feet. And I get to the end where I think I'm supposed to start going up, and it's a culvert. And I ain't going nowhere. And now the ditch is deeper. My exhaust pipe is underwater, and it's bubbling. I've been here for about 2.5 or 3 hours now. And I've got like 30 miles till I'm out of gas. I'm on like EE. I would have taken a picture of that if I had thought about it, but at that point in time, it wasn't movie making time, Jewett. It was stressed the frick out, Jewett. So I call everybody under the sun, and I call my friend that drives a tow truck, and he couldn't make it to me because the snow was so bad. So he sent the rescue squad after me in Powell County, where I was. So, so the rescue squad gets there, and it turns out it's one of my good friends, Michael Madden. And I said, well, keep in mind, I worked on the ambulance service for 5 years. I know everybody in the county. So Michael gets there, and I'm like, hell yeah, I am good. We're going to get my ass out of here. So Michael creeps up on the hill trying to find a spot to turn around. And he goes up and gets his ass stuck in the same ditch as me. Thinks about it for a few minutes. Then he like wiggles his ass back out of the ditch. Saved it. Made it all the way up the hill, turned around, came back down the hill, and did the same bullshit I did into the same ditch. And he rode it to about 10, 20 feet behind me. Probably a good 15 feet behind me. So the rescue squad car that came to get me got stuck themselves. So they call the fire department, and one of the fire department members owns a Jeep with a winch on, like a Wrangler with a winch on the front. So this sumbitch shows up. And I ain't got much faith in it to begin with because my truck outweighs that, and I just, the math wasn't adding up to me. And so they hook the winch around a tree into my frame, and the guy inside the Jeep is holding the brakes, and there's a guy operating the winch remotely. And he starts trying to winch me out of this hole, and the Jeep starts moving. And then it blew a brake line, and we had to just send them back to the fire department before they lost all their brakes. And then this other guy stops, and he's like, "You need help?" About how he sounded. And I said, "Dog, can you help me?" He goes, "You got a chain?" "Nope." "I do." "Okay." He goes over and gets his chain out, and he goes, "Hey, you got a cigarette?" Luckily, I did, so I gave him one. And he tried pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. I didn't move an inch. And at this point, I am stuck. I am up to my headlight, and my exhaust pipe's underwater. One of my wheels on the top of the ditch was off the ground. Oh man. At this point, I'm like 20 miles till empty. And then my old boss brought me a gas can, like 5 gallon of gas, and gave me a little bit more gas to run on. And about 10 or 15 people later, my ass is still in the ditch. The rescue squad car's still in the ditch. And at this point, I had been trying to get home since 2:45, and it was dark. Dark. Not like, well, around here it gets dark at like 5:30, but this was like 7 o'clock. And we try for another couple of hours, and everybody just gives up. I give up. I'm just like, shit on it. We'll try again tomorrow. So I get a ride home from a good friend of mine, Austin, and his father-in-law. He came too, and took us home. And I get up this morning, and I'm like, okay, game plan time. What are we gonna do? I said, well, I got a foot of snow in my driveway. It's a long gravel driveway. My grandfather, that I live beside, has a John Deere bucket tractor. He cleaned off the entire driveway and cleaned off his truck, and he drove me up there. And I called one of my buddies, and he called me back, and his dad came and ended up bringing that F-350 diesel dually with the winch that y'all seen in this video. And just goes to show you excuse me, just goes to show you that, man, I had like literally almost 20 people helping me out. And I'm a very self-sufficient person, so like I am like dreading figuring this out. And I didn't much more get the problem out of my mouth than 20 people was trying to give me a solution. And the purpose of this video was to tell you that no matter where you are in life, you've always got friends. You've always got people that love you. You always got people that can help you out if you're in a tight spot. And in return, that's how we should all be. So, thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Comment down below your favorite picture of my truck. Let me know what you thought. All right, slam that yeet button and ring the Liberty Bell for more content. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.